Hi everyone. I see that we're up 14% on BCHG. LTCN 9%. Pretty nice. Probably due to that. Give me lower interest rates, so I can live, so I can survive. Don't pay attention to that bullshit. Don't pay attention to the news going around. FOMC meetings, the G12 or G50 meetings or whatever. Don't pay attention to any of that shit. It's just there to keep you drawn into, how is this going to relate to my portfolio? Look, do what I'm telling you. It's not financial advice. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I never look at the news. Unfortunately on YouTube, they give you content and they show this content, and you kind of get the feeling of what the news are, like the shooting of President Trump. Okay, that's real news. If it's real. Sometimes I question it. Sometimes I question that, Okay, that's another thing. Don't let the news. Do not correlate the news with what is happening to you. You cannot bring the two together and somehow they're going to mesh the news and your portfolio and your investment and your journey in this investment cycle, what you're doing, your journey. Don't let the news get in your way. A long time ago, like I said before, I threw my television set out. I turned off the radio. I blanked myself out. And then I started listening for the first time in my life, instead of listening to what the current exposure in the world of the current psychosis going on in the world. I remember when I was young, we were going to have a winter, a global winter. We were going to have a nuclear winter, they used to call it, because we pollute so much, and it's creating then they changed it to a greenhouse effect. We're creating a greenhouse now. It's warming up. Eventually ended up in climate change. Before that, it was warming. The earth was warming up. Then they changed this stuff on the news, and it spreads. It becomes like a monster. Don't listen to that crap. Don't listen to human beings, period. They're full of shit. Okay? Follow your path with your portfolio for wealth gaining. There's other things in life, of course. But right now, if you want to gain wealth so you can have enough time to figure things out, this is a gift. Wealth is a gift from the ether, the before father. And you have to learn how to keep that wealth. Again, one of those things is you shall not interrupt interest compounding. I talked about this in the last video. Do not sell what you have because you're going to interrupt that compounding. Oh, well, I'm going to buy something else, something better. You're paying taxes. Most likely you're paying taxes. And you disrupt that compounding. You disrupt the company compounding. Then I noticed that there's another effect behind it all. People talk about money compounding, but that there's a company compounding. It's just infusing itself, putting steak on the grill. You don't put it on for 3 seconds and ooh, it's done, and you eat it. No, you let it sizzle, and before that, you let it marinate. Vinegar, how you make this great tasting vinegar. You let it, you give it, you work 6 days, and then on the seventh you rest. Okay. On the seventh you rest, and just let it do its thing. If we would have never disrupted that portfolio of my mom when she had it about 1995, she had like $350,000. That probably would be worth maybe today, maybe $1.5 million or so, and it's going to be giving us dividends every month. But we took it to the broker, and they told us you have to diversify. You have to diversify your portfolio. That's the big word out there. Diversify. And extrapolate. I haven't ever heard that word. Haven't heard that word in years. But it's buzzwords. It's the diversify. Okay. So you diversify. You buy a bunch of them. So what happens is you sell your portfolio in order to quote unquote diversify, and you disrupt your interest. You disrupt your company compounding. Warren Buffett, he buys something, and I think the only thing he sold is recently. I don't know about before, but Wells Fargo, I think he got rid of because he didn't believe in the company anymore, or sold a large portion of it. But he doesn't touch it. He doesn't touch these companies. He doesn't get rid of his Coca-Cola. He's got Coca-Cola's up his butt. It's nice to watch these videos they got out there with Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. You gotta love those guys. And what's nice is that they're telling you how to do it, how to create the wealth. It's the Jewish background. I mean, we're Jewish also. It's just that we forgot that we were Jewish. We turned the word into Christian, and somehow we're not Jewish anymore, but we are Jewish, most of us. And it doesn't matter what race you are. We're all kind of the same. In a certain way, we're all the same. We all... Greeks, Romans, everybody, Egyptians. It's just that we forget, and then we depart. We go our ways, and we call ourselves this, and then we come, and then we start battling. It's a screwed up world, and it's a screwed up world, and it's always been like that. It's always going to be like that until probably the end. I don't know, but in the meantime, we gotta swim. And we gotta know that, these buzzwords, the interest rates, the Fed is gonna do this. I don't even think the Fed knows what they're doing. I do not think they know what they're doing. They just put a lot of big words out there. Have you ever heard these Congress meetings, testimonies from Federal Reserve Board people? They talk, and it's like 5 minutes, and you got to turn it off because what is he talking about? I tell you what, I went to South America. I'm from South America, a country down there, Ecuador. I was born there. My mom is U.S. She was born here, but she married my dad. And anyways, I went to visit my dad some years ago, and there's this president talking. He's supposed to be an economist. What's his name? It doesn't matter. He's another crook. He's out off in Spain or someplace because he's wanted in the country. Anyways, he used to give these talks on Saturday morning with charts and drawings, and I have never seen that before. I'm not an expert. But I've read a lot. enough to know how an economy works. And he came up with these charts and these numbers after listening to him 3 minutes, and I'm like going, I'm getting a headache because I don't understand anything he's talking about. And neither does anybody else out in the country. But they put him on TV, and he talks, and people believe him. It's the same thing with these Federal Reserve Board. I do not think they know what they're doing. At one time, they're told, bring the interest rates down, and okay, we'll buy some calls, and okay, bring the interest rates up, we'll buy some puts, and I think it's just a game. I don't think they really have a handle on the economy. And I don't think they know what they're doing. We don't even know who these people are, for crying out loud. Anyways, don't interrupt your portfolios. Don't interrupt your portfolios. Let them grow. Don't skip around from one. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm selling this because walk away from it and turn around and come back 5 years from now and see what happened. Let it macerate. Let it bubble. In the beginning you don't see much. You just see the little numbers here. It's just like LTCN when it was going, now not 9% right now. It went up 500% within, I don't know what, 2 weeks. Fantastic. That's, just leave it. And then let it do its thing. Should I have sold when it went up 500%? How did I know that it was going to come down and then go back up? It could have just gone up. And I didn't want to miss on that because I believe that it's going to go up. Oh, geez. At least 4,000% or so. Probably more. Anyways, it's not important, but don't disrupt your compounding. You're getting interest from a company. Leave it. It's okay. Leave it 5 years. When you come back, you're gonna say, "Gee whiz, it's kind of doubled in price." I bought 100 shares and now I have 200, or I bought 10 shares now I have 19. Hey, if I leave it another 10 years and I keep putting money in buying good quality stocks, don't buy those risky ones that are, the latest ones that are going through the roof. What goes up comes down, and be careful. Wealth preservation it's important. As much as important as you're growing it. Once you grow it, you want to water it, you want to maintain it. If you really think that you need to move it, you move it. It's up to you. I mean, it's every portfolio is different. BCHG up 15%. Wow. Even the other ones, QDTE, XDTE, NVIDIA, up 1.4, 1.8, 1% today. That's because I just got a shot of an interest rate cut, quote unquote. What's they gonna do? It's gonna, we got a cut, so and the stock market goes up. Next week it's probably not, but because we're in a position, if anything, they manipulated the market on our side this time around. Okay, that's all I gotta say for today. Remember, folks, do not disrupt compounding. Do not disrupt company compounding, because the company itself compounds. It grows itself. Okay, take care. Bye.